Hello everyone. Now we are going to discuss about what is the formation of stationary waves in a stretched string. Generally this is giving as a LAQ in board of intermediate. So here first we are discussing about what is the stationary wave and how it is formed in stretched string. Then we are going to discuss about laws of vibrating string. Already I have written here what is that question, formation of stationary waves in a stretched string. For this first we are discussing about formation. For this we are taking two rigid supports. In between we stretch one string. We are taking two rigid supports, one string we are taking in between them. Then it is plucked one side and leave it. Then incident progressive wave is going like this. Because of this obstacle, it is reflected and superposed to incident progressive wave. It gives a new wave that is called the stationary wave. Then how to define the stationary wave? Two progressive waves are traveling in opposite direction. Both are superposed and it gives a new wave that is called the stationary wave or standing wave. So here what is the progressive wave displacement? Look here, y equals to incident wave, amplitude is A, sine, it is going along the positive x-axis, omega t minus kx. Then reflected progressive wave displacement is y2 equals to A sine omega t plus kx. Now one is the incident wave, another one is the reflected wave. Both are superimposing and it gives a new wave and it gives the new displacement, that is the displacement of stationary wave. So y equals to displacement of stationary wave is y equals to y1 plus y2. Instead of y1 we should write it A sine omega t minus kx plus A sine omega t plus kx. After simplification of using sin A minus b formula and sin A plus b formula, we should get it y equals to 2a sin kx cos omega t. It should be right y equals to as cos omega t. Here as is the amplitude of stationary wave. Amplitude of stationary wave. So like this it is forming the stationary wave. As is the amplitude of stationary wave, and now we are going to discuss about it gives alternate node and antinode. Here it gives the node, this is the antinode, node, antinode, node, antinode. So alternate nodes and antinodes it gives. But what is the condition for node and what is the condition for antinode? First thing is the condition for node. Condition for node is kx equals to n pi and n equals to 0, 1, 2, you can take it. Substitute here. Here as equals to how much? As equals to 2a sin kx. If kx equals to n0, sin 0 is 0. We are getting the displacement equals to 0. When displacement is 0, we can say that is the node, or displacement we can say minimum also. Like that, what is the condition for antinode? Condition for antinode means the displacement is maximum, y is maximum, and kx equals to 2n minus 1 pi. Here n value is 1, 2, 3, like that we are taking. So here n equals to 1 we are taking. N equals to 1. 2 minus 1, 1. Sin pi by 2 is sin maximum. We are getting sin 90 degrees is 1. So this is the condition for antinode and this is the condition for node, and it is the formation of stationary waves and this is the displacement of stationary wave. Now we should discuss that. Always you remember that distance between two successive nodes or antinodes equals to lambda by 2. Like the distance between two successive node and antinode equals to lambda by 4. If you are writing the definition for stationary wave and formation of stationary wave, condition for antinode and antinode and node, you are getting 4 marks. Then what is the remaining 4 marks here? Look, modes of vibration in stretched string. For this, look here, it has one node and two nodes and one antinode. Distance between two nodes, already you know that L equals to lambda by 2. Then lambda equals to 2L. Here frequency, what is the formula? Basic frequency N1 equals to V by lambda. Velocity formula is under root T by mu. Instead of lambda, we should write it 2L. So N1 equals to V by, instead of V, we should write it under root T by mu, 1 by 2L into under root T by mu. So this is the fundamental frequency of vibrating string. Based on that, we are getting 3 laws. That is the first law, second law, third law. What is the first law? Frequency is inversely proportional to length when tension and linear density are constant. Then second law, N is directly proportional to under root tension when length and linear density are constant. Then third law is N is inversely proportional to under root linear density. Here length and tension are constant. So this is the formation of stationary wave. In this is the displacement of incident progressive wave. It is the displacement of reflected progressive wave. Both are combining and both are traveling in opposite direction and superimpose. It gives a new wave, standing wave. That displacement y equals to y1 plus y2. After simplification, no need of showing that simplification. Direct you should write it y equals to 2a sin kx cos omega t. Here as is the amplitude of stationary wave. Based on that, this is the condition for node, kx equals to n pi, and this is the condition for antinode, kx equals to 2n minus 1 pi by 2. Then modes of vibration in stretched string. N1 equals to general formula for frequency is N1 equals to V by lambda. Here instead of V, we should write it under root T by mu divided by 2L. So here T is the tension and mu is the linear density. Based on this, we are getting 3 laws. First one is the first law, when N is inversely proportional to length. So but the condition is tension and linear densities are constant. This is second law, frequency is directly proportional to square root of the tension. Here length and linear densities are constant. Third one is frequency is inversely proportional to square root of linear density. Here length and tensions are constant. So totally it is somewhat big answer, but it's very very important. When we know this answer, easily we can solve the open pipe and closed pipe. Thank you everyone.